Hi everyone, thanks again for joining us here on the Google Hangouts for SIT Study Abroad. This time I'm joined with one of our academic directors all the way from Tanzania-Zanzibar. Would you like to take a moment to introduce yourself, Jonathan?
Hello, I'm Jonathan Waltz. I'm the academic director of the Zanzibar program on coastal ecology and natural resources management. I hold a PhD and have worked in Tanzania for many years, and I look forward to introducing you to the country and the theme.
Well, thank you very much. I know as academic directors, when you're here in Vermont, you're very busy, so I appreciate you taking some time, and we'll jump right into it. So there are a lot of study abroad options out there, but I know students would love to hear what makes your SIT program there in Stone Town, Zanzibar unique.
I think there are a number of things. First of all, it's an opportunity to study in sub-Saharan Africa, which is an area of the world that most students don't have a lot of exposure to. It's also part of the Islamic world, and you have an opportunity to study Swahili language. So it's a well-rounded study abroad experience. You're getting all those elements that you would hope for. It's also centered in an office that's at a World Heritage Site in Stone Town, Zanzibar, which is an island, part of an archipelago off of the coast of East Africa. As far as excursions and other activities, what I can say is that we keep a good pace in the program, moving students into new opportunities, new training, new activities. And we do things such as snorkel with whale sharks, the largest living fish.
That sounds very exciting there. So now, if I'm not mistaken, your program is natural resource management and coastal ecology. What do you think are the benefits of studying that theme there in Zanzibar?
That's a great question. You know, Zanzibar is part of the tropical world, and really in Zanzibar what you've got is an interface of the African continent and African communities with the broader Western Indian Ocean. So it's a very cosmopolitan type of environment as far as where communities and cultures are coming together. But we have some very exposed, oftentimes endangered or threatened species, both plants and animals, as well as environments in Zanzibar. We look in the program at both aquatic environments as well as terrestrial environments. So we snorkel on approximately 7 coral reefs, although that number may vary a bit from semester to semester, and visit 4 coastal forests. So it's a good opportunity to engage a cosmopolitan community, but also to look at a variety of environments in comparison to address issues related to coastal ecology.
Well, thank you very much there. So I'm going to ask you to hone in a little bit on everything that you've mentioned. And if there were one aspect of your program that you would like students to have as a takeaway, what would that be?
Well, I think there's 2 things, really. It's hard to limit it to one. One is that the critical nature of coastal environments, whether we're talking about climate change or other types of impact, population growth, solid waste, these are issues that I know younger Americans, younger individuals the world over are very concerned with. So this is an opportunity to learn about these critical global issues in a context that is very diverse. So it's a nice package, and I think students will walk away thinking about the world, not just Zanzibar, in a very different way. The second thing that I would raise is it's really an opportunity to engage wonderful families through the homestays. Although the program is organized along coastal ecology and natural resource management, one of the big takeaways from the program, especially the past few semesters, has been the welcoming nature of the Swahili communities and homestays that we engage during the semester. So many of the students come with a natural sciences background, but they really gain an appreciation also for practicing social science and engaging humans.
Now, would you say that most of the majors of your students tend to be a natural sciences background, or do you attract other majors as well?
Well, they are predominantly in the natural sciences, mainly biology, conservation, environmental studies, ecology, etc. However, there are usually about 20 to 25% of students that come from other disciplines, whether the social sciences or humanities. So anthropology, sociology, economics, political science, even, as well as some of the arts. And we like to have students engage aspects that are familiar to them, but also aspects that may be new to them. Because after all, we're trying to round out a liberal arts experience. So whether you come in with a natural science background or a social science background, we hope that we can cross-fertilize those disciplines so that you can engage issues related to coastal environments.
Well, as we come to the end of this little interview today, I want to go a little astray and ask for one interesting fact about Zanzibar or about your program that you think we may not know.
I think there are so many things, but one I'll point out that's a very broad-based thing, and that is that Zanzibar is a semi-autonomous state. So although it's a member of a broader country called Tanzania, it has its own government and own issues and politics. And I think that creates a healthy discussion in this particular context, looking at the relationships that people have with one another from the mainland to the coast and from the coast into the broader Indian Ocean. And students wrestle with those issues related to politics and the state as they interface with the environment when they come to this program. So I think understanding that Zanzibar is semi-autonomous adds another complexity to the story of Zanzibar.
Yeah, that definitely would. So again, I want to thank you for taking time this afternoon, and I really appreciate the little stories that you've told us about the program.
Much, Ian.
All right, you have a good afternoon.
You too.